Alright, hi everybody, welcome back to Hip Hop Weekly, the YouTube channel about hip hop music where I'm going to share with you new music and upcoming albums to listen to. Yup, Eric Bellinger stayed true to his word and released Cuffing Season Part 2 this week, which is a continuation of his summer album Cuffing Season. Now, Eric Bellinger is the grandson of the famous songwriter for Jackson 5, Bobby Day. So Eric Bellinger's fame started when he signed a major deal with Sony ATV and started working for major artists like Chris Brown, Selena Gomez, Justin Bieber, and Usher. In 2012, he won the Grammy for the Best R&B Album of the Year for his contributions to Chris Brown's album Fame. In 2013, he dropped 3 mixtapes, and in 2014, he finally released his first studio album, The Rebirth. And then recently this summer, he released his second studio album, Cuffing Season, and now we have Cuffing Season Part 2. One song you might recognize from this album is Valet featuring Fetty Wap and 2 Chainz, which Eric Bellinger released as a single at the end of this summer. Now, Eric Bellinger is one of my favorite R&B singers because his songs have a lot of rhythm, they're really catchy, and he has a really strong voice. So if you're really into R&B music and you've heard of Eric Bellinger before, you should really listen to the Part 2 of Cuffing Season. So in other music, Fetty Wap released another mixtape this week, which is called For My Fans, the EP. It's really short, just only 5 songs. But something that's really cool about this album is that apparently it was all recorded, written, produced, and released all in less than a day. So in like 12 hours. Now that's pretty impressive. So for those of you who don't know Fetty Wap, which is kind of weird, he's one of the breakthrough artists of 2015. He's really taken over the hip hop world. So if you're a fan of Fetty Wap, this album is literally for you, For My Fans, so go check it out. Alright, so if you know Fetty Wap's songs, Jug, My Way, or 679, then you definitely know the featured artist, which is Monty. Now, for those of you who don't know, Monty is a member of the Remy Boys, which is a group which is just basically Fetty Wap and Monty. Monty was mostly featured on Fetty Wap's debut album, and now he's finally releasing his first studio album, and it's called Monty Zoo. So if you really like those Fetty Wap songs with Monty on them, you should really listen to this album. I think you'd like it. Chris Brown released another song from his new upcoming album, Royalty, and this song is called Find My Me. It's really great, really catchy. If you like Chris Brown, I think you'd really like it, so you should listen to it. Alright, so if you haven't heard the news, Psy is back. He just released a new album, which is called Psy, the 7th album, and there's 2 songs from that album that are potential, the next upcoming big hits. So the first one is Daddy featuring CL, and the next one is Rock and Roll Baby featuring will.i.am. Psy is special, so if you kind of like Psy, if you just want a good laugh or something, you should check those 2 songs out. Alright, so for all my August Alsina fans out there, he's releasing a new album next week, December 11th. It's gonna be called This Thing Called Life. So he's released a few singles in the past year, like Song Cry, Why Do It featuring Lil Wayne, and Hip Hop. Those are all gonna be featured on his new album. And he has also released a few songs from his upcoming album, new songs. They're called Dreamer and Been Around the World featuring Chris Brown. I think you'd really like it if you like August Alsina, sorry. So yeah, check that out. Alright, so 3 artists released mixtapes on Black Friday weekend. Chris Brown released Before the Party, Lil Wayne released No Ceilings 2, and Trey Songz released To Whom It May Concern. So if you're interested in any of those 3 artists, you should check these mixtapes out. Alright, so for upcoming albums, keep in mind R. Kelly, The Buffet is coming out next week, December 11th, as well as August Alsina's This Thing Called Life. And Chris Brown is releasing Royalty December 18th. So yeah, that's basically it for this week's video. Thank you for watching. Please tell your friends, tell them to subscribe. You subscribe if you haven't done that yet. And yeah, and by the way, last week's song challenge, the song was You're So Beautiful by Empire Cast. So shout out to Henry LaJeunesse, who was one of the winners for last week. And yep.
Cause I'm up 000, comma. Heard you looking for a sponsor. Well, you gon' have to ride this anaconda.